He goes to that place over there in Roselle Park.
Where's he going, Roselle Park? Where?
Uh, what's right past the old, you know where the transmission place is on the corner of like Park and Westfield
Oh,
Avenue?
La Cantina restaurant?
Yeah, La Cantina.
Oh, that's a
yeah.
nice old-fashioned Italian restaurant. He likes that?
I remember when they opened. I was going to King College. They opened in the
forever.
70s.
Yeah, I believe it's open in the 70s.
Yeah, in the 70s they opened up.
Right, so now tell me the story about how you were supposed to get into the Bronx Tale and what happened.
I went over there and I was walking around and Robert De Niro, he put me in the scene, Clem, and Robert De Niro took me out.
Because you were too old. You wanted a younger.
No, it wasn't even that. I don't think I looked that old. You know how many years ago that is?
The other guy looked like a teenager compared to you. You were like in your 40s already.
Yeah, probably. But he didn't look much younger than me. When you're fat like that, you know what he told me too? Frank, the guy that played that part?
What?
He told me, he said, he says, fat guys and black guys, we all look alike. That's what he said. And it was really the truth. You know why? When I was walking around, there's an old Broadway star that she made some movies too, a couple of musicals back in the 50s, I guess.
Yeah.
And I can see her face, and I'm trying to remember her name. I think it began with a V, her last name. If you said the name, I'd say Joy Lansing, maybe? There was a Joy Lansing, wasn't there?
I don't know. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, anyhow, she meets me over there, and I talk to her a little bit. We're on the set. She wants to know what's going on, if there's a piece for her in there, you know?
Yeah. You try to get her in there.
So I went into a coffee shop with her. We sat down to have a coffee, and this girl, what a rough-looking broad. Oh, my God. This broad comes in and starts calling me Frank. And she's really just being obnoxious. Because I told her, I'm not Frank. But Frank was the guy that got the part in the Bronx Tale. And she thought I was Frank.
Yeah.
And she finally, after a while...
You looked Italian, and that kid you say was German.
He was German, the guy. But he fooled Robert De Niro into thinking he was Italian. Italiano. He said that. He says, I never told him I was German. I grew up in an Italian neighborhood.
De Niro just said, come on, you're in the gang here, and that's it. He didn't take a close enough look at him.
Clem told me, he says, I didn't have the right accent. But he didn't tell me I was supposed to sound like I came from New York.
Yeah.
When I hung around in New York for 20 years or odd years or whatever, nobody ever thought they always thought I lived in New York.
Yeah.
They thought I lived in New York. They didn't think I was from
yeah.
New Jersey.
So what, De Niro said you didn't have the right accent? And you were out 1, 2, 3.
Well, that was for the part.
Yeah.
That was for the speaking part. But then I was there just as an extra.
Yeah.
And the extra, that was where he pulled me out of the scene. Clem told me, he says, the camera's going to sweep right across the room and you'll be right here.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro was over there like this.
Yeah.
With his arms like this, looking at the scene.
Yeah.
You know, he was the director.
Yeah.
That's funny that Chaz Palminteri couldn't get anybody but Robert De Niro to make that movie, but that's how it worked out.
Who's Chaz Palminteri, man? I know he's another actor.
He played the main part, and he wrote the story.
Oh, that's how he got it.
Yeah, he wrote the story.
And De Niro was the producer. He had all the money.
Well, I don't know if he actually produced it because, I mean, if he wants to do something, you'd lend him money.
Anybody would, yeah.
You know.
You get a piece of that.
So the thing is that Chaz Palminteri went to all the studio heads that he knew or he could get to, and he gave him the story. They said, great story, we'll do it.
Yeah.
He says, I want to play Sonny.
Yeah.
And nah, forget it. But see what Robert De Niro did? He's very shrewd, Robert De Niro. He put Clem in every scene with Sonny.
Yeah.
So they looked at Clem instead of him.
Yeah.
And that made it. Clem looked like the man,
heavy,
you know?
Yeah.
So that's how he swung that. But it's really, it's so much salesmanship, that Hollywood stuff. So much salesmanship. I look at some of these movies they're making now with The Rock and that what's his face Wahlberger. There's Wahlberg, whatever.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, that's. He's lucky, The Rock. He hit it big. He's lucky.
Hey, you guys want to go eat your pizza?